I'm Pete Wright.
And I'm Andy Nelson.
Welcome to the next reel. When the movie ends,
our conversation begins.
Forbidden World is over. Fair's fair. Get naked.
What is it? It's a metamorphic mutation. It's like an ordinary mutant in that it's genetically different from its parent. A metamorph goes at one better. It keeps right on changing its genetic structure, mutating again and again, even as it grows and matures. Changes itself, changes us.
Coming soon to a theater near you.
Sorry, I was trying not to laugh when I was doing my lines, but I just saw what you had put in as your quote.
Come on, man. Is there any other line? There is one other line that I think was actually on my list. It was, how'd you like to see some trouble? But I felt like that wasn't really nuanced enough. I felt like it was...
That one needs the context. You have to have the context of the whole conversation.
Right. But old Tracy Baxter telling me to get naked, I am down.
Oh my goodness. We are back to record another episode of our member bonus series that we've been doing all year long, celebrating Roger Corman after his passing last year. And this is the 11th of this series. We're talking about Forbidden World, Allan Holzman's film from 1982.
Are you telling me there's more? We have one more to do?
Yeah, we have one more to do. Our July member bonus episode.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll announce what it is at the end of the episode.
I wonder.
You should be thrilled.
I am thrilled. I'm so thrilled. Yeah. So, what'd you think? Give me your opening thoughts.
I walked into this knowing very little other than kind of like as we were deciding which of the two choices we were going to talk about this month when we were doing our conversation last month. It was just this little synopsis. It was generally panned by critics as a cheap, exploitative imitation of the movie Alien, with sex, nudity, uneven editing, cheap special effects, and a sound design which some moviegoers found unpleasant. And that immediately sold you on it, which I think is which is hilarious.
Like, why you just described something that I would not describe as panned. Maybe closer to perfect.
Yeah. Well, and so I mean, I knew I was walking into a Roger Corman film. It was going to be a low budget B movie that was a ripoff of a movie that I love very much. And so I was expecting a creature. I was expecting some silly effects, lots of nudity, dumb plot, super cheap. And I got all of that. And it was not a great movie, but I had a lot of fun watching it.
Yes. So I went into this movie knowing pretty much that they'd made Battle Beyond the Stars two years prior, I think. And that was another one on our list of things to think about for a member bonus, I believe.
Yeah. And we're talking about it next season. I wanted to do that one because I thought, okay, if we're going to do a movie with these sets, why don't we use the one that had the originals? Like, we'll talk about Forbidden World someday, but let's use the one that was intended to have this production design. I'm so glad we did not, because I would classify this, I'll go even further than you. I think this was an outstanding, terrible movie. I had a blast at this movie. This is one of those in that 1 to 2 star range with a
I don't know. You can't give enough hearts. I had a ball. I've watched it twice already over the course of a week and a half.
That's great. Yeah. Well, and just to clarify, it's not using any sets from Battle Beyond the Stars. It's using footage from Battle Beyond the Stars during that opening space fight. There was another film that came out the year before called Galaxy of Terror, and that is the one that it ended up sharing sets with.
Okay. Was that also on our list? Is that what I'm thinking?
It wasn't on our list, but it is another Alien ripoff that Corman did. So
good.
Yeah, it's whatever he can do to save money. Use the same footage, use the same sets. It'll all work.
that opening, fight that was, I guess, from Battle Beyond the Stars, Galaxy of Terror, whatever.
That was Battle Beyond the Stars. Yeah.
Battle Beyond the Stars. My expectations were low, and I got it. That I was worried at that point. I don't know when. It was very quickly after that. I don't know exactly when, but my opinion changed almost inverted moments after that fight ended, and we were ready to get into the stuff in the station, and I had a blast. I had a stupid blast with this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it is exactly the sort of movie that you kind of expect from Roger Corman. And it's funny because I feel like this is one of the first of this kind of movie we've talked with Roger Corman, and we've done plenty of car chase movies, women in prison movies. We did like a Western of his that he did. But I don't feel like we've tapped into like this creature feature world of his. And I know you were really hoping Dino Croc would land on our list at some point.
Andy, I can't say that enough. I will continue to say it to you until my wish is granted. It's really, for such a corner of Corman, the Corman corner, it's weird that we went a whole year without really investigating movies like this.
We tried. It's just our members kept voting for us to talk about other films. So
how many women in prison movies did I watch?
I know, right?
Yeah. And it took us this long to get to a space-bound nipple fetishist. This is outstanding.
Yeah. And it's funny because I guess I wanted to also try to watch Galaxy of Terror before we had this conversation. I wasn't able to because I was curious that he essentially did two Alien ripoffs back to back with Galaxy of Terror and then this. And that is kind of funny that he kind of went to that length to celebrate Alien in all of its glory. I don't think even Asylum does that when they're releasing their ripoffs. I think it's like they just do the one and hope people pick it instead of the big one. But it's funny because it is an Alien ripoff, but in some ways it's just completely not, because it changes so many things. But they do have a fun time of the idea of it with, I guess it's kind of a face hugger sort of thing. It's more of a face blob that one of our guys gets attacked with right away. And then eventually, as over the course of the story, it does evolve into something that is alien-ish, a big black hulking beast with kind of a big toothy grin.
What's funny is it's much more Cthulhu, right? Like it's much more Lovecraft than Alien. It's got more tentacles, and it's in the deepest bowels of space.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that is an interesting point. That you wonder where they were drawing from for a lot of this. Like, is that a tentacle or a tail or an appendage that the alien late in the movie kills one of our ladies with, right?
Yeah, because the alien is the rules they set up. Okay, I don't even know why I'm using words like rules, but I'll say it in heavy air quotes. The rules they set up around the alien are interesting. When we get kind of close-ups of the alien mouth in the third act, and we'll kind of back into how where you started. It's got it looks almost like a Seymour, right? It's got a little bit of Seymour action going on with it.
It's a very happy face.
It's the happiest of happy alien face with giant teeth. It enjoys what it does.
It does.
The alien.
Yeah. It's not a job.
No.
That it has.
You never work a day in your life when you enjoy it.
Never work a day in your life. Exactly.
But the look of it looks like there are giant tentacles kind of folding in on themselves. It looks like it's just that here's a thing that is fixed in a place and it reaches out for what it is. But it also like rolls around.
Well, we never get to see it move, but it seems to move fairly fast. I don't know if it's rolling or crawling or slithering. It does make you wonder.
Pulling itself, it just kind of falls through that shaft. Who knows? But it doesn't, it seems like it's growing at a pace by the end that it just sits still and things come to it, which is fine, which is really fine. And in spite of their best interests, they keep coming to it. Like they just keep coming to it, crawling in and amongst it.
When they're not having sex.
When they're not having sex, they go to the beast. So the rules are fuzzy. I am on Team Tentacle because I like the idea that they took an alien knockoff and made it a Cthulhu knockoff too. I think that's really fun because they could do whatever they want with the Cthulhu knockoffs. If they made something that was too alien, they'd get sued. And so this one is that makes me smile.
Hey there, all you spacefaring cinephiles. Andy here, and I've got some news that'll make you want to blast off into the unknown. If that little taste of our Forbidden World discussion got your thrusters firing, then it's time to upgrade to the full throttle experience by becoming a member. When you join our crew, you'll get access to a whole galaxy of exclusive content. We're talking monthly member bonus episodes like this that'll take you on a wild ride through the universe of cinema. But that's not all. You'll also get bonus content from our other shows like Sitting in the Dark, CinemaScope, and The Film Board. It's like having a warp drive for your movie knowledge. As a member, you'll get early ad-free access to all our shows, so you can leave the competition in the stardust and experience our content the way it was meant to be heard. And if you want to help chart our course, you'll get to vote on upcoming member bonus episodes of this show. That's right, you'll have a say in which films we cover, so we can tailor our content to your out-of-this-world tastes. And let's not forget about our Discord community. While everyone has access to it, our members have the chance to really make the membership channels shine. It's like a virtual space station where you can swap movie recommendations, debate the finer points of film history, and generally geek out with some of the most passionate sci-fi enthusiasts around. So what are you waiting for? Head over to truestory.fm/join and sign up today. That's truestory.fm/join. For just $5 a month or $55 for the whole year, you'll get a VIP pass to the most thrilling ride in podcasting. And trust me, once you've experienced the full, unfiltered glory of our Forbidden World discussion, you'll be ready to explore the furthest reaches of the cinematic universe with us. But don't just take my word for it. Join the crew and find out for yourself. We'll be waiting for you, ready to ignite the boosters and blast off into the unknown together. So strap in, hold on tight, and get ready for the ride of your life. The final frontier of movie magic awaits, and we're just getting started.